All right, guys, that is a wrap on today. So, yeah, I just got back. Well, where do I begin? Let's see. So, I always said that this channel will not be political, okay? So, what I'm about to talk about is going to be my experiences, what I've seen, not an opinion, okay? Not my opinion. So you can derive your opinion from what I say. So that being said, so there's a couple of different types of customers that I have, and I think you probably know where I'm going with this. I have one customer who sits over here on my right, and I have another type of customer that sits here on my left. So let's start with the one that sits on my right here. So in my experience, those customers that are sitting over here to my right are usually very, very grateful of the work that I do, very trusting, they communicate well. They, they're not cheap usually. They usually just are a joy to deal with during the whole experience. Those are the people that are usually, on my right shoulder here. Now, I have another type of customer, the one over here on my left-hand shoulder. So that one, they're usually really hard to deal with. They don't trust you. They don't want to get rid of they don't want to give you any money. When it comes time to pay, they really get weird, and they're just not kind for the most part. Now these are my experiences, okay? Generally throughout the years. So I got this person over here on my right hand shoulder. They're usually hey, let's get this done. I really appreciate it, Josh. This is awesome. Just my family and I are so grateful. And then you got the people over here on my left. Well, is that going to cost me extra? So are you going to be back here tomorrow? What time? You better be here at 8. Okay, let's go back over here to my right. Hey, Josh, there's a fridge right there. Cold drinks, snacks, whatever you want, help yourself. Let's go over here. Silence. I'm going to be in my office working. Don't bug me. So, anyway, I could go on with this all day long, but I think you guys get the gist of what I'm getting at here. And those are my personal experiences, things that I've noticed. Not an opinion piece, so I don't want to lose any subscribers over this. But again, we got these people that kind of lean this way, and we got people that kind of lean that way, and they're two very different types of people. One type is optimistic and easy to deal with. Always looks at the glass as being half full. And then you got a side over here where the glass is usually half empty. So, yeah. That being said, I'm going to do a lot of bickering today because I actually had to deal with the glass half empty people today. So, here's the video. Good morning, guys. Seton HVAC here. It is Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. So, I'm going to preface this real quick. I'm going to give you the backstory. So this is that relocation job I did where the customer was very, very rude to me, okay? Very rude, unreasonable, just not a nice person, really. So, I did this job for him. This is actually the second split system heat pump job I've done for him. And, sorry, I'm a little raspy this morning, allergies. So this is the second one I've done for him, and it all started because she didn't have any humidity control on her thermostat. Well, unless somebody requests it, I don't put a humidifier on a new system. I think it's a band-aid for an underlying issue. Now, you can disagree with me on that, whatever. We do live in a dry climate, but I just think you produce enough moisture in a home to keep your house at a decent humidity level. I don't have a humidifier in my house, and I know it has to do with how tight your house is and whatnot. Well, then tighten your house up. My house stays just fine. My humidity level is always 35 to 40%, even in the dead of winter, okay? So, that being said, they basically are holding me hostage. They told me that if I do not put this humidifier on, they're not going to pay me the remaining $12,000 or whatever it is, $11,000, $12,000 that they owe me. Okay? Let me see if I can find my way. I took a wrong turn, but I think I got the right way here. So that's where we're at. They're basically said, get this humidifier on, or we're not paying you. Isn't that ridiculous? I did the job that was on the contract. I did not have a humidifier on the contract. I'm doing this humidifier for free for them. And let's see if I get a thank you today or not. Okay, I'm trying to live a nice, quiet life, looking on the bright side. But when people act like this, I lose faith in humanity, really. So anyway, I'm gonna go get this done. I'll get some shots for you, and I'll try to keep my temper down. I'll see you soon. We got all kinds of issues out here, guys, and I'm not going to have much footage for you today. I am really upset with this job. So no good deed goes unpunished. So this is the old system, the first one I replaced with this Bosch. That works great. Everything's working good there. The solenoid's not opening, and look where it is. It's tucked up in that corner. I'll take this duct apart and replace that. Hopefully they have that solenoid in stock. If not, I'll replace the whole humidifier. And look at my drains broke, so I'll have to. I mean, I still got enough meat there for the tubing to work. So once I do get it going, hopefully I don't have water flowing all over the place. More issues. I tested all out. So I applied 24 volts to it, didn't open. Actually, I know I have 24 volts going to it. Nothing's happening with it. I ohmed it out, did all the usual stuff. Damn thing's not opening. I'll show you guys pictures in the crawl space of the ductwork. It's all smooshed down there, and of course now I'm married to it because I replaced the equipment. I will talk more about it when I get on the road. I'm just frustrated with this job. Everything else is working fine. This other system, let's go take a look. So this system wasn't working when I got here, so we had to come do those electrical fixes, and the breaker in the panel was off for the heat pump, so no wonder it wasn't heating his house. Only when the electric heat was on this morning. So I gotta pull all this apart. I gotta put a 20 by 20 box up there. It's gonna be 39 inches tall. Tap that round into it, and then I can put my fan powered humidifier right there. Or yeah, well, that door's going away, so I can probably put it in the front. We'll see. We'll see where I end up putting it. Maybe there. I got enough gap between this cabinet and this air handler to get it on, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fix whatever issues with that humidifier over there. And I got a couple ducts I got to fix. I'm going to show you pictures of how kinked they are. And I'm never coming here again. All right, guys. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of footage here because a lot of it wasn't what do they call that? NSFW, not suitable for work. Boy, I'll tell you, when it rains, it pours. It really pours. Sorry about the jiggly phone. This I still don't have a good mount for this truck. When it rains, it pours. If something could have gone wrong on this job, it has. From not even being able to get to what I came here for today, the humidifier. So the other system wasn't working right. The newest system that I put in, the electrician forgot to flip the heat pump breaker on. So he was confused because what was happening was it was blowing warm sometimes and then it wouldn't. Well, what was happening was it would be the backup, the strip heat would come on when it was below 35. And then it would warm up above 35 outside and their strip heat would go away because it was locked out. Sorry about the bumps, guys. The strip heat would go out when it was above 35 and he'd just have heat pump, but he didn't have any heat pump. On top of everything else on this job, that is the last thing I needed to happen was for something to go wrong with that system and have him. Now they don't trust me at all now. Well, let me back up there. They do trust me. I smoothed things over. I told them, hey, I'm sticking with it, guys. It's Murphy's Law. One thing goes wrong and a million things go wrong. It just keeps dominoing. So then, you know, they've had issues with their thermostat giving them alerts that they're on the other. This is on the other system, the older system. Their thermostat's been giving them alerts that the humidity's lower than 30%. You know, that's what it said at its threshold. That means their humidifier's not working. I applied 24 volts to it, and sure as shit, the solenoid's not clicking over. I did some research and I found out that those solenoids are supposed to ohm out somewhere between 20 and 60. Now, do I believe that 100%? No. But I ohmed it out and it was like 2 ohms. So, I don't know. It's not working. So, let's replace that solenoid. And then I go jiggle my hand on the drain on that humidifier and it's broken. So I don't know. I'm going to figure it out between today and tomorrow. I might just get them another bypass humidifier mounted in there. It was a pain to squeeze that thing in there with everything else, with the bypass duct. Well, I guess I could take that bypass duct off because it doesn't even open. I'll just take it off of there. It's not even being used. With one zone calling, the bypass doesn't even open. So I don't know, man. I'm over it. I'm over the whole thing. Let's leave it at that. So, anyway, hold on a sec. I'm just making sure that wasn't a, no, it's not. It's my competition. I was making sure it was a copyright, having this phone right in front of my face while I'm driving. So, so, as far as the controls and the equipment on this thing, it's working splendidly. There's not a single issue with any of it. It's working the way it's supposed to. Now, when I originally came out, I did a heat loss. It came out to just shy of 3 tons. You know, I selected equipment based on that. They had a 4-ton in there before, and then I went down and measured the ducts. You know, how much ductwork did they have attached to the system? They don't have enough duct to run 4 tons, so they were basically paying for a 4-ton, and they only had 3 tons of air. So I put a 3-ton in. Now they're not getting very good airflow, he says. Well, shoot. Do we want high static and better airflow? You know what I mean? It's like, what do we do here? So now, but I'm married to it. So I go down in the crawl space. It's an octopus of flex duct. It's my nightmare. It's like, it's what I would have not dreams. It's what I would have nightmares of, and wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night. That kind of duct work. And then I keep searching it down there, and there's like 3 pinched off ducts too, but they're single runs. So I mean, it's not the complete issue why they're not comfortable. But it's kind of weird because on second stage heat, it's basically your full fan, basically as if you had your AC running. So, you know, their AC ran fine when it was 105 degrees outside. So I don't know. But now I'm married to it, and I gotta fix it. Well, let me pull over for a second. I want to get on the highway while I'm still chit-chatting. So yeah, I'm in a rock and a hard place here, and I'm doing all this time for free, which I don't mind doing. I just want this thing wrapped up to where I don't have to deal with it anymore, and I can move on to the next project. But yeah, you know, like I said, this is I want this to be a kind, gentle channel. But I tell you what, at the beginning of this video, you probably don't think that, because I'm gonna go home and probably tell you how I really feel once I'm off the road. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow.